San Diego State continues to sit alone atop the Mountain West at 14-5 overall going into this week, 8-1 in conference. But this week is where the margin of error shrinks. Wednesday night, the Aztecs host Colorado State, a team who's 3-6 in the conference record, who is very misleading, by the way. It's a very good basketball team. Rams are finally healthy. They space the floor. They shoot the lights out. Number 2 in the nation in three-point percentage of 41.3%. Over the last 3 games, they're nearly 49% from deep, making more than 11 threes per game. That's important because that is the exact type of team that usually gives San Diego State problems. So going into Wednesday's game, that's a very tough competition for San Diego State. But we want to focus a little bit more about this weekend. It's a big game for San Diego State against Utah State in men's basketball. And when you look at this matchup, this is the best chance that San Diego State has at getting a quad 1 win.
Yeah, absolutely. And San Diego State has the ability. We've seen them go in and at least play close games against conference rivals in tough places such as Grand Canyon a couple of weeks ago. May not have gotten the results you wanted to get, but certainly able to play in that atmosphere and be able to compete with Grand Canyon. Now, to go to Utah State, they had just gotten beaten in Grand Canyon right before San Diego State had gotten there. So both of those teams struggling in that atmosphere. Going now to Utah State, this is a great opportunity for the Aztecs to be able to separate themselves a little bit from the pack in the Mountain West, something that the football team wasn't able to do.
Yeah, this is a very important stretch for San Diego State. They are 47 right now in the net rankings. They're 13-5 overall in terms of games that counted towards their resume. They're 8-2 in their last 10. And as I mentioned before, 47 in the net, 36 in the RPI. They are 32 in the ELO rankings. And then when it comes to the rest of their kind of, team sheet, when it comes to Ken Palm and all that fun stuff, the Aztecs right now have a pretty impressive resume, but they could still use a couple of marquee wins. They got to be able to beat Utah State in one of these 2 games. Now, Utah State's going to be a quad 1 opponent, both at home and on the road. Unfortunately for the Aztecs, they got to take them on the road here. And when you look at the way that the Aztec schedule plays out in terms of March Madness and potential resume where they don't have to win the Mountain West Conference tournament, it's going to be you have to split on the road with Utah State and New Mexico. They're both going to be quad 1 games. Now, Boise State is another team later in the year that might be able to play themselves into the top 75. You have to go to Boise State and get a victory there as well. But that's another quad 1 game. If you're San Diego State, you can't miss on quad 1 opportunities for the men's basketball team if you want to feel comfortable going into Selection Sunday and not having to worry about getting hot in a weekend in Vegas. And to me, that starts with Miles Byrd. Miles Byrd really has to put the team on his back in these next couple of games, and especially with Magoon Gwath being out. And here's the deal. Magoon Gwath being out is a problem, but not that big of a problem because he was coming back from injury. He's already missed a significant amount of time, but this is Miles Byrd's biggest opportunity to take over, be the scorer for San Diego State. We see him play emotionally, and it affects his offensive game, but defensively, it definitely makes him a lot better. He's done a lot of great things on defense, but now the Aztecs need him to really step up and be that player, be that number 1 player on this team, and let the supporting cast help Miles Byrd be that player that he wants to be, that NBA rising star that he thinks he is, that a lot of us have seen and see the potential of him becoming.
Yeah, absolutely. And he is going to be the engine that drives this team right now. Where Miles Byrd goes, San Diego State basketball is going to go. And remember, right now you're seeing a lot of projections for San Diego State. You're seeing them around 11th place in whichever region they're going to be. That's partly because they're leading the conference right now. If they do start to tumble, if they do start to fall, they're not going to stay there. The Mountain West very well could be a 1-bid league this year. So you have to get these big wins, preferably on the road, because they do impact a little bit more. But San Diego State really has to buckle down here for the end of this conference schedule.
There's a lot of tough games for San Diego State coming forward that don't give them a big reward in terms of a resume. But while the men are navigating some landmines, the women flat out imposing their will. 16-3 overall, 10-0 in conference play. Aztecs pulled off one of the grittiest wins you'll see all season, a 46-44 victory at Colorado State that happened during our show.
Yes.
On Wednesday. They went 0 for 12 from 3, scored the fewest points in a win in program history, still found a way to win with defense and rebounding, and an impressive start to conference play for the Aztecs women's team. They are looking like a team that could be built for March. But that's it for our update. San Diego State Aztecs update. We'll get you back next week.